Good morning, everyone. I am Teddy Hicks, and I'm reading you an affirmation from my book, My Life Gets Better Every Day. Today's January 27th, 2026, and our affirmation is, I am patient. Thankfully, there's a lag time in the business of deliberate creation. Can you imagine the mess we'd have if every negative feeling immediately created more negative experiences? The universe has mercifully orchestrated things so that it's our persistent thoughts and feelings that create our reality, not the flashes of anger or temporary despair. You've got plenty of time to think more positive thoughts, release the negative ones, and develop a happy, optimistic vibe. Eventually, you'll feel the shift. Love, Teddy. This one is so important to remember. We are not all of us are wired for delayed gratification. And so it's important to remember that it's the things that you do repeatedly that are making a difference in your life, not the one-time things. And so, it's that old joke about starting a diet, eating a salad, and looking in the mirror and seeing if you can see results yet. This is such an unpleasant thing to really grasp, but nobody wants to hear it. But you have to do the things for a really long time before you're going to see results, and that's why I'm always talking about little consistent bits of change on a day-to-day basis that are going to add up. It's not one thing, it's not one day, it's not one burst of energy, it's not one thought. So it's important to remember that I talked about this a couple of days ago about putting a structure in place so you remember every day to do this work, so that you remember every day to get your mindset back in the right place, to think the right kinds of things, to visualize what you want, and just be patient and allow it to come to fruition in the best way possible. If you were in control of it completely, if you could make it happen at your whim, it would be a mess, right? The universe is orchestrating things behind the scenes so that it can come to you in a good way for the greatest good for all, not to take anything away from anybody else or cause problems. And so it's important to remember that you're part of this much bigger thing at play, and what you want is important, and you can have it and you are entitled to it. However, it may not be immediate. It may not be on your timeline. It may not be exactly the way you wish it would look. And that's part of being patient, right? That's part of accepting that you are not in control of this and you can't micromanage it. And so remember that every day the work is in doing the tiny consistent things over and over again. It's the repeated thoughts, it's the repeated words, it's the repeated actions. Even if it's only for 30 seconds at a time, those are the things that add up to consistent change. Not only are you reprogramming yourself to think differently every time you deliberately have a better thought or a better, say different things, but you're inviting different energy from the universe, and it's all aligning, it's all orchestrating it. Just picture it like behind the scenes of a play where everything's coming together and you're not the only one. You're not the only one working on it. You're not the only one in control of it, and you just have to wait and let it come the way it's supposed to come. So that's your reminder today to be patient, let things happen in the best way possible. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.